Okay. Hello, everybody. Give me a sec here. I'm going live on a few other places here. Okay. So we're live. What's up, Instagram? We're live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So I'm gonna be doing a live flow training. I'm gonna just give a couple minutes here for a couple of you guys to go ahead and join on. And happy to happy to be back. I was gonna start a day or two before, and just did a little bit of traveling. I'm currently in Houston right now, visiting my mother, and so didn't get to go and get situated. So we just rented out a place and decided to go ahead and get back in practice. So So for you guys doing flow training, every single morning, welcome back. It's definitely a good practice, and it's very different than many other type of trainings. The uniqueness about flow training is we are taking care of the body as a whole, and we're not just looking at training the body to build more muscle or just to build strength or just to build athleticism. We are conditioning the body on the inside, making sure we're taking care of longevity, the actual health of the body, which nowadays is definitely a more topic that people are like aware of now. But a lot of times people just care about the body and the way they look. And so in flow practice, we care about the way the body functions on the inside, because we can't have a good looking body that isn't strong, that isn't healthy. That happens, then we run into problems with the immune system, which is now a thing. But also, when people's bodies get sick, um, their mind loses clarity, their mind loses focus, their mind loses their creativity. And a lot of people don't realize that it is directly coordinated with the way our body feels. So this is where flow training comes in, because we take care of the health of the inside the body. And again, it's not something that sounds really sexy, because sexy is the body on the outside. But when we lose that that health on the inside, we lose out on so much capability in our mental capacity. And some people have lost it for so long that it doesn't feel any different. It's normal to have a sense of fogginess. It's normal to feel a lack of focus. It's normal to constantly be just complaining about things. It's just a normal thing. But in reality, it's not normal. It's just that people are used to it. And so if you're doing flow practice every single morning, what you're doing is you're conditioning your body and you're conditioning your mind to a new state of normal. And when you do that, every time after you practice, and if this is your first time doing it, then this will be perfect. But for you guys that have been doing it for a little while, every time after you practice, you'll feel a sense of calmness. You'll feel a sense of relaxation. More importantly, is you feel a sense of peace. You feel this sense of calmness. You feel this sense of inner peace, inner stillness. And a lot of times that stillness, it feels really good when we're experiencing it, but it doesn't last for the whole entire day. In the beginning, it could last for 30 minutes to an hour. And then afterwards, you feel traces of it, but it kind of goes back to quote normal. For some, it lasts longer. Every time when you experience this in your body, you're basically retraining your body to get used to this state of calmness, to get used to that as being a normal default state. And the more that we condition our body, the more that we get our body to experience this, the more the body remembers how that feels. And the more often the body will continue to start to feel that way until that becomes a normal state. And then when our body feels stress, when our body feels agitated, that is not the norm anymore. That feels weird. We feel our body and we feel like, whoa, why does it feel tense? That's strange. My body usually feels relaxed. And that's how we want to condition our body to get into that new state. Until then, somebody's default state can be stress, someone's default state can be tense. So therefore, it's normal. And when something is normal, there's no urge to change it. There's no reason, no drive to go and spend that time to change it. So I urge you guys to practice this practice. Give it at least 30 days. If you give it 30 days and you do this every single morning, now I know sometimes it's difficult to go and do a 60-minute practice every single morning. But if you have time, do your best. If you do 30 minutes, still, that's great. But no matter what, do your best not to skip a day. The reason why is because every single day that our body feels it, every single day our body is starting to remember this new way of feeling. And when that new feeling becomes the default state of how to feel, at the same time, we start to notice that our mind also is holding on to a new state of thinking, a new way of, a new level of consciousness. We start to become consciously different. When we start to look at things, there's a sense of peace, there's a sense of calmness, there's a sense of stillness in our mind. And when that becomes our norm, then we can always tell when something is wrong. And we now have something to go back to. We don't know what is a norm of feeling good if we don't experience it enough. One time or two times is not enough. When I was sick just recently, it was not only was it not a norm, but what was really, really stood out is the fact that my mind was so cluttered with constant thinking, constant complaining, constant worries. And it was really, really strange to have that. My mind is usually pretty calm for the most part. You know, years ago when I was with Six Pack, was it normal to have mind clutter? Yeah, it was a very normal thing about all kinds of things, life. But for the past 4 to 5 years now, it is not a normal thing in my mind to be racing, to be complaining about things. But yet, just a few days ago, maybe about 5 days ago now, I was laying down, it doesn't matter what I was doing. My body was constantly in pain, body aches, and my mind was racing. And when I noticed that, I realized that number one, I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't stop it. To stop the mind racing, I had to stop the pain in the body. And I couldn't stop the pain. And so my mind just kept racing. And the best thing that I can do was to go ahead and observe it and watch it. And so if we are sick, if our body is not feeling well, we will automatically also have the same thing go on in our mind. Sometimes we're so used to that feeling that we don't feel that there's a difference. So when you do flow practice, especially the first part, really diving into longevity, diving into taking care of the health in our body, we condition our body to be healthy and we get the mind to calm down. So then afterwards, we get into strength. We also get into flexibility for our body. And then we finish off with mindfulness. All practices should have all four of these components because all four of these components allow us to be well balanced. If we don't have longevity, then we're not taking care of our health. If we don't have strength, we're not taking care of the capacity to go ahead and operate through life, nor are we taking care of our aesthetics. We're not taking care of the way we look, and the way we look affects also the way we feel. If we aren't taking care of our flexibility, which most people think of flexibility and stretching as something you just do once in a while. But stretching should be something you do every single day. It should be just as important as the rest of the physical practice. And the last thing is mindfulness. Our mind should be equally as important as our body. And if we're just spending all day long taking care of our body, but we're not taking care of the mental health, we're not taking care of our ability to become mindful of our thoughts, mindful of the way our body feels, then we're not going to have the capacity to be mindful. Then we are constantly being taken over by our thoughts and by our feelings. So that's why flow training is different than other workouts, because it covers everything that we need to be the best versions of ourselves, to be strong, to be healthy in our body and in our mind. So, all right, guys. So I hope you guys are ready. Let's go ahead and get started. So you don't need any equipment. You don't need anything. I have a timer here that I'm going to start here in just a moment. And that's about it. Let's do this, guys. Oh, and you guys on Instagram, know that Instagram cuts off usually probably in another maybe 20 minutes or so. So I'm going to do my best to realize when it cuts off, I'll restart it. And if not, if I don't restart it, maybe I have my eyes closed, So jump on to YouTube or Facebook. All right, guys, let's do this. All right. Hopefully you guys can see okay. Okay, so let's start off with some hops. So we're shaking off the body. When you're doing hops, raise your shoulders up. When you come up, let them drop down. Exhale through your nose every time you come down. Feel free to have a napkin or something to wipe if you need. If you have nothing you need to wipe with, great. Everything is open. If you do need to have something to wipe with, good. That means you're clearing out the blockages in the body. One way to determine how your health is by your capacity to breathe. So as you're breathing, if your nose is open and you're able to breathe with ease, which all you do is plug up one nostril and test it. Inhale and exhale. If it's open, that means your body is healthy and feeling good. If your nose is blocked, that means you have blockages inside the body that needs to be open. Okay, so now let's go into some lower body tapping. So now we're going to wake up our lower body, everything under the waist. You can use a slap. You can use a closed fist. And remember, guys, go as hard or as soft as you like, as fast or as slow as you like. But your goal is to reach everywhere. Because there's nowhere on your body that you would like to have cloggings, that have blockages. So if you don't like blockages, you want to get everywhere. So we're doing a number of things here. This is the tap massage. In a perfect world, we're getting massages every single day. But this ain't a perfect world, not in that way. And so we are massaging ourselves because it's great for our body. We're physically tapping our muscles to release the tension and physically stimulating the nerves. Let's go into our lower back. If we don't stimulate our nerves, we don't touch our body loses capacity to be touched. And then when you do touch your body, let's go to our stomach. You feel pain. The body feels so tender to the touch. We are physical beings. Our body is a physical body, and it needs to be stimulated. Let's go to the side. Different parts of the body serves different purposes for us to go ahead and massage it and tap it. Stomach, for example, is good for digestion. Just tapping right now, there is some blockages going on in here. I can feel it right now. And if I had to guess, I would say it's from the pizza last night that I ate. I was at my mom's house and we had pizza. Let's go to our chest. And so the pizza hasn't fully digested. And I can feel it. Simply just by tapping, I can feel it. And that's the thing. When we tap our body, when we connect to our body, let's go to the left chest. We're also building awareness to our body. We're knowing what's going on. Let's go to our right chest. We find out if there's a problem in the body, if there's some place that's unhealthy, if we need to pay attention to a certain part of our body. Left arm up, and let's go down the side. That's the mind-body connection. When we know what's going on with the body, we don't need to plug up to a certain machine. We don't need to go to the doctor's office to let somebody else tell us how our body's doing. You know, animals know when their body's not feeling well. You know, and we can't say that. Are we not smarter than animals? Let's go to the left side of the neck. Go down to our shoulders. Down our left, back of the left arm. So when we start to connect to our body, start to bring more awareness to our body, we start to know exactly what's going on with our body. And when there's a problem in the body, we find out right away, and then we can make some changes. Right arm up, and let's go down the side. Let's go to the left side of the neck. Now down the traps, down the shoulders. Now down the right arm. Now let's go up the inside of the right arm. All the way up. All right, now let's go to our head. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose. And exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. So now just continue to breathe in and out through the nose. Practice breathing through the nose. Keep your mouth closed the best you can. There will be times where we're opening our mouth throughout the practice, but only when I'm instructing you to, and if not, keep your mouth closed, breathe through your nose. We're able to breathe more deeper when we breathe through the nose. So let's work our way all the way to the back of the head, top of the spine. Let's now tap with the same motion. Let's go to our ears. So now we're tapping our ears, we're massaging our ears. We just got done massaging the head. We're bringing circulation, we're bringing blood. We're waking up all of the nerves in the body right now. Now let's bring it to our face. Let's go down to our cheeks. If your body feels tender, if your face feels tender, don't worry, just do whatever feels good. You're not trying to go ahead and whack your body as hard as you like, as hard as you can. Let's go back to the whole face. You're tapping to what feels good. Now, however, if tapping your body hard feels good, then you do it. But if it doesn't feel good, then you do what feels good. You'll know when it feels good. when your body's ready for more pressure. All right, so we're not here to force it. We just let the body naturally progress. So now we're gonna do some up and down breathing. So our head goes up, inhale through the nose. Our head comes down, exhale through our mouth. So let's do about 30 of these guys. Let's begin. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold your breath. Rotate your neck in a circle. Keep your neck relaxed. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Let's go the other direction. We're removing tension in the neck. Hold your breath if you can. Turn your head to the left and right. If you need to breathe out, you can also breathe out. For you guys that are feeling dizzy, feeling a little woozy, keep your eyes more open. And also be careful. If you have sharp objects around, or if you have a history of fainting, exhale. Then be careful on that move. There is a possible chance that you could topple over. Okay, so be careful when you're doing it. Okay, so now let's charge up our hands. We're now going to go into some face massage. Rubbing our hands together brings energy to the hands, brings blood and warmth to the hands. We're going to start off by massaging our nose. I'm going to come up a little closer now so you guys can see a little better. So we are massaging the sides of the nose cartilage. We're increasing the capacity for more air to pass through with every single breath. We're also keeping our ligaments and our cartilages loose, getting rid of any blockages. Let's go around the eyes in the direction of our eyebrows. Why? Because we don't want to mess up the eyebrow do. Of course, duh. Nah, I'm just kidding. All right, so let's keep on going. We're going to massage the eyes. We're getting rid of tension. We're now going to go hands over our ears, press down. Let's massage our ears. And now the other direction. And after that, fix your hair real quick, because your hair is always messed up after this. Okay, hands on top of the nose, and let's go into a circular direction. And now opposite direction. There we go. Keeping all of our cartilages nice and loose and elastic. No stiffnesses, because stiffnesses create blockages. And we want everything flowing. So now we're going to recharge of our hands. We're going to make a knuckle. We're going to press it to our temple. Hold down for 3, 2, 1, release. This is a pressure point for our brain. 3, 2, 1, release. 3, 2, 1, release. There's pressure points everywhere throughout our body. Release. Let's hold one more. And if we had the time, we'll be sitting there pressing everything. But because we don't, we want to be consistent. Let's press under our nose, above the lip. Hold for 3, 2, 1, release. So we find the ones that are really, really good, really simple to do, so we can do them every single day. Press down, 3, 2, 1, release. Last one, 3, 2, 1, release. Hands on your hip. We're going to do some eye circles. Look up. Let's go look all the way around, all the way to the edge of the eyes. Try not to do this. Try to just look straight. We'll keep your head straight and move just your eyeballs. Make it to a game. Let's see how slow and also how focused can your eyes go to the edge And let's go the other way around. How much detail can you see at the edge of your eyes? This will determine your level of control in your eyes. And it gets better. It gets better. I remember when I was doing this, I felt like my eyeballs had a mind of its own. All right, now let's go into some tongue circles. Tongue goes into the mouth, big circle right on the edge. And other direction. Okay, good guys. Let's warm up our wrists. Now let's go and do some drop down arms. We're gonna exhale through our nose every time we come down. So drop down arms, we are literally getting rid of the tension in the hands, forearms, arms, shoulders. Every time we drop down, the drop down arm move, in the beginning, you're just dropping down your arms, right? Just kind of fling them. You're dropping down your body every time as you exhale through your nose. As you start to do this, when you're coming back, so keep going. So I'm gonna slow it down here so you can see. Here's an advanced technique. You drop down, as you're coming back, you drop your arms down like this. Your whole entire arm comes down as it comes forward. And then you drop your arms back. And then when you're coming back right here, you see if you keep your shoulders tense, you hold tension here. But if you drop your shoulders down, you get to pull your shoulders down as it comes forward. So it looks like this. Right there, right there. That part really drops your traps down. There's just a lot of little details in these moves. Let's go into some heart openers. And in the beginning, just focus on doing the best you can. Don't get too much into detail. Focusing on your body, focusing on letting go in your body. Exhale when you're doing this every time you cross your arms. Exhale through your nose, letting the inhale happen either naturally or through the mouth or nose. So the more you practice these moves, the more you're conditioned. Not only more condition your body will get, but the more relaxed, the more your body will know how to let go of tension. Here we are physically letting go of tension in the chest and in the shoulders, in the upper back. So when you're doing it, you're doing the least amount of tension possible, least amount of effort, using the most amount of momentum. You're teaching your body how to move with the least amount of energy expenditure, least amount of tension. So now we're going to go into a twist. So you're going to twist your body fully. Exhale every time you get to the edge. And wrap your arms round your waist at the end. Let your arms just dangle. You're just turning your body. All right, now let's face forward. So now we're going to face forward. We're going to turn our shoulders, turn our hips. Let the arms continue just to dangle. Letting them tap in the lower abs, hips area. We're going to exhale still on each side through the nose. Exhaling focuses on increasing oxygen throughout the body. Increasing oxygen throughout the body makes the body more alkaline, helps remove toxins in the body. So now we're going to go into a mid-twist. So our arms are gonna tap our shoulders and our arms and our chest, while the back of our arms is tapping our kidney area and mid-back and lower back. When you do this without a shirt, you're stimulating your skin a lot more. In the beginning, your skin could hurt, your skin can sting a little, and it's because your skin is not used to being stimulated. But as you start to do this, your skin builds stress resiliency. It's just like any other part of your body. If you don't touch that part of the body, that body loses the capacity to be touched. The nerves loses its capacity to be stimulated. It's just like any other function of our body. If we don't use it, we lose it. So if you don't tap your body, you lose the capacity to tap your body. Now let's go to a high twist. Our arms are now tapping our collarbone, tapping our neck, tapping our traps. So again, this is another sensitive area. We're tapping right here. We're tapping our collarbone, our neck. But when we get used to tapping this sensitive area, this area is not sensitive anymore. So you might be wondering, why would somebody want to not be sensitive in their body? The answer is really simple. Look around us. The world. If our body becomes too sensitive, then we can't take any type of physical impact in the world. We can't physically engage with the world. Everything is so hard, everything is so sharp. So we're having to put bumpers on everything. We have to put cushions on everything. We have to make everything so soft because our body is so weak. Let's go to side-to-side hips. Well, if we make our body, either we're going to be making our body stronger, and this is something that we're seeing right now in the world. We got this epidemic going on, right? You got all this crazy shit out there going on. What are we going to do? Are we going to go ahead and shelter our lives more and run and hide? Or are we going to go, forget that. How about let's make our bodies stronger at the same time? So while we do what we can to create the best world for ourselves, well, we're not going to go ahead and neglect keeping our bodies weak. And so that's why we do all these things. See, when you're tapping on your body like this, and your body can take this impact without having to flinch, without it being painful, let's move our body, let's move our hands towards the front of our thigh. Your body gets used to this impact. You're not afraid to bump into something. You're not afraid to fall. You're not afraid to get hit. You're not afraid to get scratched. You know? Because your body is used to it. This doesn't mean that it's getting injured either. Okay? I'm not injuring myself when I'm doing this. Just tap it. All right, let's go ahead and do some hip circles. So every one of these moves has a certain function. As we're doing these hip circles, we're pretending to draw a circle onto the ground with your hips. And we can do the same thing with our knees and with our ankles. But doing so, this helps keeps our joints moving in a very fluid way. Let's go the other direction. Helps with our balance. If we don't move our joints fully, we lose the capacity to. And the number one problem that people run into, I don't care who you are, number one problem we run into as we get older is stiffness. So the last thing you want to do is to become stiffer as you get older. And yet, this is happening to everybody. When your body gets stiff, your blood flows less, everything in your body flows less. Okay? So a lot of these moves, especially in part one, but throughout this entire practice, focuses on getting rid of all stiffness throughout the body. You want your body to be soft, to be strong, to be very limber, to not be stiff. So we're going to do some kidney bounces. Back of the wrist on top of the kidney. I'm going to turn around for you for a sec. So you're gonna go and drop down. You're gonna press on your kidney, and you're going to exhale through your nose every time you come down. You are massaging your kidney right now. Our kidneys are cleaning out stuff for us all the time. So now we are going to go and return the favor. And by massaging the kidney, we're helping the kidney release toxins. See, it just has something come out of my nose. So this is a perfect example here, you see? When you have something coming out, that's good. That means you're clearing your body, okay? If your body has blockages and nothing's coming out, that's not a good sign. This practice will get your body to clear out everything. So if you got snot flying out, you got stuff coming out, you're burping, you're farting, good. Because imagine all that stuff was stuck inside of your body. And that's not good for your body to have all the stuff inside. Okay, let's go and go into some arm circles. So while a lot of people find it embarrassing, there's nothing embarrassing, okay? When people can let go of the fact that it's normal to fart, it's normal to have shit come out of your nose if your nose is blocked. And the more we try to put this dance around the fact that it's so taboo, the more people are hurting their bodies. And the more people are staying sick and staying unhealthy. But when we can open up our bodies, all the stuff inside that doesn't belong, get rid of it. Why keep it inside? If you got snot coming out of your nose, great. Grab a tissue if you need it. Wipe it on your shirt. Who cares? You know? Stop being such prissies. Let's just get rid of all the stuff that doesn't belong inside our bodies so we can let our bodies, let's go the other direction, and let our bodies become strong. When our bodies can flow, when our bodies is open inside, it's strong, it's healthy, and you're not afraid. I'm not afraid to get sick. If I get sick, oh well. Puts me on my ass, then we heal. Our body will always have the capacity to heal, just as long as there's no blockages inside, okay? All right, let's go do some power-ups. Hands up in the air, hop, make the sound, hoo, 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 go to part two, do some strength training. Let's do some push-ups. Your goal here is do as many push-ups as you can. 70% max effort. That means don't need to go 100%. Do the best you can. It's better to go 70% every single day than 100% once in a while. Remember that, guys. You're not doing yourself any good by pushing yourself to the limit and then not doing it again because your body's hurting too much. Or you create such negative associations to your practice because it was that painful. Lay onto your stomach. Let's go into a prone cobra here. So that's why we do 70%. This way you have a sense of enjoyment. You take it easy. You're giving yourself permission to take it easy. This doesn't mean you don't challenge yourself. And also, your body will progress. If you're thinking, how can I progress if I don't push myself to the limit? The same thing you progress doing everything else in your life when you keep doing something. Look at what you're doing. Can you honestly say that every single thing that you're doing at every moment is 100%. Everything you got. You're always playing at top level, right? How many people can honestly say that? Let's go into some burpees. The fact is you're not. But yet, things that you do every single day, you still get better at doing it. You don't need to max out every time. All you need to do is just be consistent. But we find in our lives, anything that we do with consistency, we get better at it. But what's easier to stay consistent? Is it easier to stay consistent, busting our butt to the limit every single time? Or is it easier to stay consistent doing things to about 70%? Right? Let's go into a pike push-up. So then when we're consistent and we only push to 70%, we will progress. We will progress because we are consistent. We're not progressing because we're killing ourselves. And another thing is, remember, this practice is not your normal workout. You're not trying to just train your muscles. You're teaching your body how to relax. You're connecting to your body. If your body's freaking out because you're trying to push it to the limit, you're about to collapse. That's not a good feeling that you're conditioning your body to. As we started this practice, let's go into some squats. Remember, you're conditioning your body to a new state of feeling. This is not just a workout. You're conditioning your body to feel a certain way, a new way of feeling. How do you want your body to feel throughout the day? Do you want your body to constantly be in freak out mode because there's too much going on? Because right at the edge, you're about to throw up. You're about to pass out. You're about to not be able to catch your breath. Do you want your body to feel like that all the time? Of course not. It's uncomfortable. You want your body to be at ease. You want your body to feel relaxed. You want your body to feel energized. You want your body to feel light. You want your body to feel calm. Let's do some lunges. So how can we feel calm if we're doing lunges? Well, simple. Relax while you're doing lunges. You see? So let's say you go, well, Mike, I can't relax when I'm doing lunges. This is too much work. You know what you do? Take it easy. Put your hands on your hip, catch your breath. You do 1 rep, relax. Breathe, and you do another rep. You slow it down. You grab onto something. You take it easy. You put your hands on your leg, okay? Or let's say you go, Mike, I'm too relaxed. I'm about to fall asleep. This is beginner stuff. You know what you do? Go ahead and do some advanced stuff, right? Make it harder for yourself. Staying within that 70%. Let's go into some leg raises. Whatever your fitness level is at, challenge yourself up to 70%. If it's too hard, make it easier. If it's too easy, make it harder. And another point here, practice breathing through your nose and sync your breath with your movements. I breathe through my mouth right now because I'm talking. And usually when I'm practicing, I breathe through my nose. I time my breathing with my movement. Just run in place. Breathing through your nose helps calm the body. It helps you use the full capacity of your lungs. If you breathe only through your mouth, you're only breathing up to your chest. When you breathe through your nose, you go all the way to your stomach. Okay? It's challenging to do it during part 2. But practice at it. Your cardiovascular system will greatly improve if you're able to do this whole entire practice through your nose. Let's do some kicks. And also, do your best to stay present. Don't think about your plans. Give this time for yourself. And not for you to go ahead and plan things. For yourself to stay present, connect to your body right now, and connect to the present moment. Let go of any thoughts. Remember, your thoughts is like a river. You don't need the river to stop flowing. Let's do some stripes. You simply just need to watch it. When you observe your thoughts, you don't get lost in them. When you're not observing them, and you're engaging with it, you go into non-stop conversation mode. Then your attention can't be in your inside of your body because your attention is in your thoughts. Your attention can't be in the present moment where you're at right now because it's in your head. And while some attention is in other places, when your full attention, the more attention is in the present moment, the more attention is inside your body. You're conditioning yourself to a new state of being. Let's do some jumps. Come on, guys. Almost there. Okay, let's come down for a plank. Last move for part 2. Start to slow down your breath. Try connecting to your heart. Feel your heartbeat. I use this time as a way to also gauge the level of my conditioning, which is how fast I can slow down my heartbeat. Let's go into part 3. Go ahead and close your eyes if you can, and I'll guide you through the stretches. We're now going into flexibility. Let's go into a forward fold, putting your feet in front of you, feet together, knees together, point your toes towards you. Grab onto your toes or your ankles or your knees. Let's go into a forward fold. Let's start focusing on relaxing, slowing down the breath. Breathe through your nose. Breathe through your nose. Become more aware of your breath. Stay calm. Start to focus on relaxing. Anytime you feel yourself following thoughts, bring your attention back to your breath. Just put all of your attention to your breath. Let's go into pancake split. Arms open, legs open. Let's come down the middle. As you're feeling tension, focusing on relaxing into the tension. Focusing on letting go in the body. It's okay to feel the pain. It's perfectly natural to feel the tension. When you feel it, what are you going to do? Are you going to tense up and tighten up your whole body? Or are you going to relax into it? Practicing on relaxing into the tension. This is all part of training our body to learn how to let go. Then our body starts to let go on command. Until then, our body is very reactive. If you don't train your body to let go, your body will constantly be reacting by tensing up. Everything that feels uncomfortable, your body will tense up. So to stop that reaction, you are purposely creating tension for the body and getting the body to relax. Stopping and severing the reaction. Let's now go into a right leg stretch. When your body stops reacting, you master your body. Until then, your body becomes your master. Doesn't matter what you want your body to do, your body will just do whatever it wants. And when we master our body on so many levels. One level is to not react by tensing up. If you want your body to tense up, you get your body to tense up. But your body doesn't tense up unless it gets the okay from you. Another thing is, for all you guys that are running problems with dieting, having problems with eating, having problems with cravings, know how you feel. That's probably my biggest problem, my biggest issue I ran into. Let's do a left leg stretch. When we start to master our body may feel empty, that feeling of emptiness, but it doesn't mean that we need to feed the body food. We still get to choose, and we don't get into this constant reactive trance mode eating, which is something that has been a challenge of mine ever since my childhood. Going through these trance modes and basically eating till I'm sick.
And I've created all of these different diet plans and all these different structures and ways of eating that has helped, but it never solved the real issue. Let's do a side bend to the right. So right hand reach to a left inner thigh, left arm goes into the right leg, reaching to the right leg, ankle, or knees. Point your left armpit towards the sky for a deeper stretch. The real issue is the emotions inside of our body. I have emotional issues with eating. Anytime when I feel emotionally bad, my comfort is food. Some of you guys may relate, some of you guys may not. But for you guys that relate, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You don't feel good, you feel this tingling, weird feeling in your stomach, you go grab something to eat, grab something to drink. Let's go to the other side. And when it gets really bad, you get into where you're constantly wanting to eat, which I used to do all the time. Constantly eating, constantly putting something in my mouth. And so structured eating, hiding food from the fridge or not buying it, not bringing it to home from the grocery store, they helped, but they never solved the real root problem. The root problem is the emotions. The surface problem is the food. So finally, I decided I'm tired of just fixing the surface issues. I'm tired of just going back into another goddamn diet. I'm not dieting anymore. I've been dieting for over 20 years. I'm done. I'm going to find a way to deal with this issue directly. Let's go into a pigeon, right leg bent, left leg straight. The way to deal with it is to go ahead and let go of that emotion. Let go of that emotion that's actually creating the urge to want to eat, because I don't want to feel that emotion. And that's what I did. And it took me a long time because I didn't know how to let it go. But the way you let it go is to change the way your body feels. For you guys that are dealing with emotions of anger, emotions of fear, anxiety, worry, and so on, you know how that feels in your body. And probably just like me, you've gotten so used to feeling it that it's normal to feel that way. Let's go ahead and switch. Left leg straight, right leg back. So when we're doing these practices, this practice is one of the foundations to the flow training. We're conditioning our body to feel a new way, conditioning the body to have calmness and relaxation as your default way of feeling. And whatever the old default way of feeling is slowly being chipped away every time. Remember, every time when you do this practice, you are conditioning your body to a new way of feeling. Let's lay onto your back. Let's go into a spinal twist. Take the right knee, bring it to the left side of the ground. Knee touches the ground before turning your body and head to the right. When your body gets used to this new way of feeling, when calm and relaxation becomes its default mode, those old emotions, they get triggered less. And when situations in our life comes up and suddenly we feel it, it becomes very, very apparent that it's happening. And when we feel that it happened, we we can get our body to let it go on the spot. You don't have to carry it for an hour. You don't have to go and carry that mood, that emotion to other people throughout your day. You nip it right there. Switch sides, take the left knee, bring it to the right side of the floor. Knee touches the ground before turning your body and head to the left. You get your body to let go of it right away before your mind starts to think of thoughts that are equivalent to that emotion. You don't even let it go there. You feel in your body. You have a thought that's about to just go down that rabbit hole. Then you go, nope. You just relax your body. Boom, you let it go. Within seconds to a minute, your body's back into relaxing. If you're not able to do it that quick, you go take a walk. You go do a practice that's from this training. All these different practices. There's over 44 moves in this training practice. And any of these moves can help you clear that emotion. Let's go into a double knee to chest. So you find the ones that fit for you. You let go of it on the spot. Every second that you hold on to an emotion, you are imprinting your body to that emotion. You are imprinting your body to that way of feeling. Your body is we are always conditioning our body to a way of feeling. There is no freebies. There is no, this doesn't count. That doesn't happen. Anytime you're feeling anything, you're conditioning your body to that feeling. So every time when we do a practice in the morning of being calm and relaxed, we are conditioning the body. Let's lay in Shavasana, relaxing the arms and legs. Every time when you get mad, every time when you have an argument, every time when you judge something, you're conditioning your body to that feeling. Every time when you're unhappy about something, you're conditioning your body to that feeling. Every one of them count. So therefore, what our goal is, now that we realize that, let's go into a plow. Raising the legs above the head, feet together, knees together. Use your hands and elbows to support your back if you need. You can also intertwine your fingers, lock your hands together like this. So that's why you don't ever want to hold on to a feeling that you do not want to feel. If you are feeling it, your goal is to get rid of it as quickly as possible. Any type of feeling that you don't want to feel, let go of it. Slowly lower your legs back down towards the ground. So what I mean by letting go of it, some people will get the wrong idea and they will suppress it. They would hold it into their body. That's not what I mean. That's the opposite. That's what most people have conditioned themselves to do. Stick it deeper in. We are not holding on to it. That is not letting go. You can't let go by tightening up. You can't let go by stuffing it down. You let go by relaxing. You let go by opening, not by closing. We have conditioned our body to, when we're feeling something that we don't want to feel, most people's natural reactions is to go ahead and suppress it, not feel it, tense up, build a armor around their body. But that's not letting go, that's holding on to it. So when we let go, we are doing the opposite. We are relaxing the body. We are loosening up all of the tension in the body, loosening up the bones, loosening up your face. We are breathing instead of holding our breath. We are letting go of the wrinkles in our face instead of squinting up. We're opening up our hands instead of balling it up. We're relaxing our toes instead of curling it up. We are letting our stomach loose instead of tightening it up. We let go of these tensions. We let go of these feelings we don't want to feel. We do it by letting go, not by holding on. So now we're entering into part 4. We're going to finish up with some breathing, followed by a short meditation. We're going to do 3 minutes of breathing, in and out through the mouth. We're going to focus on the inhale, letting the exhale happen naturally. During the first minute, we're going to go slow and deep. Second minute, a little bit faster. Third minute, we're going to breathe even faster. At the end of the 3 minutes, we will do an exhale hold and an inhale hold. Exhale hold is where we exhale all of the air and we hold our breath for as long as we can. Inhale hold is where we take one big deep breath and we hold our breath for as long as we can. Let's do it, guys. I'm going to breathe a little louder just so you guys can hear. All right, let's begin. Here's a tip. See the stomach? Try to breathe into the stomach and out. When you inhale, your stomach should expand. When you exhale, your stomach should decrease. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If you can't do it quite yet, don't worry about it. But at some point, start to practice this. Let's go a little faster. Let's go even faster. Take a deep breath in. Exhale everything. Hold your breath without breathing in, exhaling all of the air. Keep holding your breath without any air in your body. Every moment that's going by, your body is relaxing deeper and deeper into the ground. Your thoughts just drifted away. Whenever you have the urge to breathe. Count to 10 before taking in that breath. Your body will always be able to go without air longer than what your mind will think. So count to 10. And then when you have to breathe in, take in that breath nice and slow through your mouth. Big deep breath in. And then hold your breath again for as long as you can without breathing out. In the same manner, relax. Bring awareness to your body. Feel the sensation inside your body. Your goal is to keep relaxing as you go deeper and deeper and get closer to that feeling of suffocation. See how close you can get to that feeling before finally taking in that breath. That feeling of suffocation, that feeling is the innermost, deepest feeling of fear. If you can get all the way up to that feeling, until you are facing that feeling, until that feeling is overwhelming your body, and yet you're still able to sit with it, then that means you are able to face that much fear. You're able to deal with that much pain, and your body has become that much stronger. When you're done with your breath, keeping your eyes closed, slowly make your way into a seated position. So we're now going to go into 50 deep inhales followed by an exhale. Followed by an inhale, hold. The 50 deep inhales, you're going to go in through your nose, out through your mouth, focusing on the inhale, letting the exhale happen naturally. At the end of the 50 breaths, you're going to hold your breath for as long as you can, taking in one big deep inhale through the nose. All right, let's begin. Ten. 20. 30. 40. 50. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath for as long as you can without breathing out. Relax your body. Keep your spine tall. Pretend like the top of your head is floating towards the sky.
Let your thoughts just drift away like a river, just watching any thought that may come in, but not engaging, just letting it float by. You can practice a 1 point focus. That's keeping your eyes closed, finding a point in front of you, and looking at it without looking away. Keeping your eyes closed. Remember, when you have the urge to breathe, count to 10 before taking in that breath. Your body will always be able to go longer without air than what your mind will initially tell you. The deeper you relax, the longer you can go without air. When you're done with your breath retention, keeping your eyes closed, we're going to now go into a short meditation. And if you're not done with your breath retention, continue to hold until you're done. Take your time. As we enter into meditation, bring your awareness into your body. Feel that sense of calmness, a sense of relaxation inside your body. Remember that this is your natural state of being. To be calm, to be relaxed, to be at ease. Every time when you do this practice, you're getting your body to become more familiar with the state of relaxation and calmness. And the more familiar your body is of these states, the more often it will feel this way, calm, relaxed, and at ease. And remember, when your body is calm, relaxed, and at peace, your mind becomes calm, relaxed, and at peace. Bring your attention to the inside of your body. Bring your attention to your breathing, in and out through the nose. Keep your spine nice and tall. And connect to that feeling of calmness, relaxation, and peace. Connect to that stillness, that sense of stillness, sense of silence inside. Deeper you connect to that feeling, more peace, more serenity you will feel. Anytime in your life, when there's a sense of unease, come back to this feeling that you feel right now. Bring your awareness inside. And whenever you do, you'll connect back to this feeling, calmness, relaxation, and inner peace. And if you would like to stay in meditation longer, I encourage you to do so. And if you are ready, you can slowly open your eyes. And just notice that sense of clarity. Stay with that feeling of clarity. Become familiar with it. The sense of clarity. This is presence. This is seeing through our eyes with the least amount of judgment, with the least amount of thoughts, and allowing us to see what actually is there. So I thank you guys for joining me today in this practice. And remember to do this practice every single day. If you would like to condition your body more, you want to build more muscle, you want to burn more fat, you want to work more on aesthetics, all you have to do is repeat part 2. If you're watching this, you can simply pause on part 2, rewind back, simply do it again. If you do 2 parts, 2 times the part 2 every day, it will be a good amount. That's 24 minutes of non-stop calisthenics. And if that's not enough, then I applaud you and do it 3 times. That's 36 minutes of non-stop calisthenics. And I promise you, if you did 36 minutes every day of those moves that we did in part 2, you will get shredded. Your conditioning will go through the roof. And for you guys that want to focus more on another aspect of the practice, maybe more on meditation, maybe more on letting go of tension. Remember that all four of these parts can be repeated throughout the day. That is exactly what I do for my personal life. Any of the moves that I enjoy, I do them throughout the day. And you can too. So, thanks for joining me, guys. Stay safe, stay strong out there. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. We're back to doing the practice. And I apologize for not being able to continue practice and having to take all that time off. So thanks guys for being patient. And I'm back. And we're gonna get back to that training. See you guys.